Hi, I'm Olajide Oyekola. So today we'll be digging deep into keyframing. We'll be keyframing using picking effects from effect um, panel here, from the effects here. So now for a start, let's pick camera blur. Now some of these effects, when you pick them, they show you what they are meant to do. Like this camera blur, when a particular object is blurred in your camera, you will realize they are not clearly seen. Now, what we want to do with this effect is that as this title roll, we will make the camera blur to come clearer gradually till the graphics stay. Now, what we do is this. Let's bring it to 0. Then this is where the keyframe stop here. This is where the rotation, the animation of the graphics stop. So let's drop keyframe at 0 point here. Let's keyframe at 0 point here. Then let's come back here. Let's bring it to 25. Let's bring it to type 25 on your keyboard and press enter. It will drop the key. Now, I liked your keyframe. Don't forget to mark in and out your materials. Mark clip. It will automatically select from the beginning to the end of that clip of the particular materials. Mark your clip. So let's press enter key to render. Good. Look at it. Do you see that? Do you enjoy it? That is it. So now we can do same to till the materials exceed the screen. So to make that faster, instead of you begin to repeat the keyframing again and rest, so what you just need to do is that select, go to where you keyframe from the beginning, then highlight it, copy, then come to where it ends, drop your keyframe first at 0, then come and drop, increase it a bit, select the materials again, select the effects we are currently using, bring back the frame a bit, then right click and say paste. So this is what you get. You can see as it rotates, it goes blur. Yeah, that is it. Let's render it so that, okay, let's play now. Do you see that? That is what keyframe can give you. It allows you to claim your effect. Allows you to claim your effect. Work it. Let's work it on this picture too. You pick your effect from your effect panel here. You pick it and drop it on the materials. You can see it goes blur. Now come down to your effect control, select the materials, click on the effect you just drop, camera blur, return this to 0, then come forward a bit. Now drop your keyframe at 0, then come to the beginning of the frame. Let's return this back to 25. You can make it more than 25. It doesn't have, can take it up to 100, but when you have 25 and 100, is 25 is okay. So drop it, then highlight your keyframe, right click and select bezier to have it play back smooth. Then mark your clip, render. Now as you see, while it rolls, it blur as it rolls, but as it come down to stay, the blurring goes down to 0. So we can also repeat same as the materials. You have to drop your blur at 0%, at 0, then copy, then paste your keyframe. Now let's press enter key to render for smooth playback. Good, as you can see. Yeah, as you can see, it goes blur. Yeah, that is it. That is it. So the same way we can pick any of these effects. Let's pick another effect. Let's pick lighting effect. You pick it and drop it on your materials. You come down, you will see the effect you just dropped. This is lighting. So the lighting effect has a lot of details. This is light 1, this is light 2 with the properties, this is light 3 with the properties, this is light 4 with the property, this is light 5. And these are the details that affect the quality of the light, depend on a message you actually want to pass across. This is ambient light color, ambient intensity, how much you want the light, then the surface glow, then surface materials, exposure and the rest. All of this you can keyframe. All of this you can keyframe. Now, so for the sake of the tutorial, let's just use light 1. Let's use light 1. It's good to always magnify your timeline. We could say at frame 10 we should have spotlight. Then at the frame 1 we should have directional light. Alright. Then we could say at frame 10 here again we should have red light. Then at frame, as we should have, you have not, let me drop the keyframe. At frame 10 we should have red light. Then at frame 0 we should have let's say green light. Green light. All right. So we can also preframe this. We could say at frame 10 we should have the light in the center. Then at frame 1 we could alter the centralization of the lights. Likewise, we can keyframe any of this. Let's go to angle. We say at frame 10 we should have 255. Then at frame 1 we should have let's say 190, or let's say 190 for the sake of the tutorial. Then highlight your keyframe, select them. So highlight them, then mark your materials, then press enter. You can see the light automatically alters the color of the materials. So now we could have it this way, then we say at the end of the frame, you can look at this. This is what we had from beginning. Then the light changed the color to red. Then let's go to the end. We could say at the end we should have omni lights, omni lights. Then the light, the color, we can come down to the color too. We say at the last frame the color should go back to blue. Should go back to blue. All right. Then we didn't keyframe the radius. That is the size of the light from beginning, but it's not. We can still work on it. Um, say at 0, then at the end the radius should increase to 60. Let's say 60. Let's say 60. Then the intensity we did not keyframe it from beginning. We can still keyframe it. You can say at 0 here, the intensity should be at 30. Then at the end, the intensity should goes below, okay, let's say 45. 45. That is it. That is it. Do you see that? Let's render it so that it can play smoothly. Good. That is it. We can keyframe in between. You could say at this point the light should come to white. You can say the light should come to white. Then this come back to directional, or you say spotlight. Then at this point you can work on, yes, so you can use the minor, keyframe the minor radius. You can keyframe the minor radius. You can work on the major radius at this point too. Depends, it all depends on you. It all depends on you. So let's render it. Then you have it. That is it. Any effects that you are having from your effects panel, you can keyframe depend on what you want. Let me pick lens flare. Lens flare. Now let's say at this particular frame we should have the lens flare at that position. Then at 0 we should have the lens moving this way. Then at this frame the lens flare brightness should be 100%, while at the zero at frame 1 should let's go down to 50. Let's go down to 50. Then we could actually also work on the lens type. This is 50 to 300 zoom. So we could also keyframe that. Then at frame 1 we could go to 35 prime lens. Then at this frame it will go down to 50 to 300. We could also keyframe these two. So but to save our time, let's see what this gives us. Alright. So then at this end, at the end frame, we could also um have the lens flare go this way. Let's increase the brightness by 120. Let's render it and see what we get. You can see the lights. That is it. That is it. That is how you create you keyframe your effects. That is how you keyframe your effects. Thank you. If you are just joining the tutorial for the first time, subscribe now. Like the video, then turn on the notification so that next time you will be notified of the new materials as I upload. You won't miss any of the tutorial. Then feel free to comment.